Yesterday's quiz assignment, you are having one doubt. Someone has asked me one doubt. The question is this: there are 576 boys and 448 girls in a school that are to be divided into equal sections with only, either boys or girls. So they are to be divided into equal sections of either boys or girls. That means boys should be divided into different sections and girls have to divide it into different sections. That means each section either only boys or only girls. So HCF of these two numbers 576 and 448, you are getting 64. That means 64 is a number, you can divide 576 completely, and 64 is a number you can divide 448 completely. Therefore, the number of sections for boys is, so you can write 576 by 64, that is 9. Number of sections for girls, that also 448 by 64, that is 7. Therefore, number of sections, total number of sections formed is 9 plus 7, 16. So this is answer for that question. So only boys 9 sections, only girls 7 sections. 9 plus 7 is 16. Now let us go back to our relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. You know the quadratic polynomial. What is the general form? Ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So sum of zeros, you have already yesterday last class I explained sum of 0, that means alpha and beta are the two zeros of this polynomial. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta is minus b by a, that is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x squared. Then product of zeros, alpha beta equal to c by a, constant term divided by coefficient of x squared. Now cubic polynomial, so it is general form is ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d, where a, b, c, d are real numbers and what is not equal to 0? A is not equal to 0. All of you know the reason for that. When a becomes 0, the term containing x cube will become 0. Then this polynomial is a degree 2. Therefore, it's a quadratic polynomial. It will not be a cubic polynomial. Therefore, a cannot be 0. So, b can be 0, c can be also 0, d can be also 0. Only this term ax cube cannot be equal to 0. See, you know, a polynomial of degree 2, quadratic polynomial will have two zeros, alpha and beta. Linear polynomial of degree 1, it is having 1 0. Now, cubic polynomial of degree 3, it can have at most 3 zeros. Since the degree is 3, it can have at most 3 zeros. Let us take alpha, beta and gamma are the 3 zeros of the cubic polynomial. So then the relations you have to learn: sum of zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. As we have proved, we have taken ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. We solve the right hand side and compare the coefficient of x squared on both sides, coefficient of x on both sides, and coefficient of constant on both sides, and then we found out the sum of zeros and product of zero. Similar way you can find out this sum of, that is ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equal to k into x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. So you solve it and compare that coefficient and you will get this. So there is no need of studying the proof, you can study this one directly. Now I am going to show one question. Verify 3 minus 1 by r the zeros of cubic polynomial px equal to 3x cube minus 5x squared minus 11x minus 3. So we have proved in that linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial, whenever you get the values of 0, you substitute that value of zeros in this polynomial, you will get the 0. That is, 0 means the value of the variable by which the polynomial becomes 0. So that means to prove that these 3 are the zeros of this polynomial, first you have to find out P3, that is you have to substitute x is equal to 3. If P3 is equal to 0, 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. Then you substitute minus 1, that is P minus 1. If P minus 1 is 0, minus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. If P minus 1 by 3 is 0, then it is also a polynomial. So therefore I am going to take this one first one, and one more part is there, and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. So first I am going to prove that verify these three are zeros or not. So px equal to 3x cube minus 5x squared minus 11x minus 3. This is in the form of ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d. So write down the values of a, b, c. What is the value of a? A is 3, plus b is minus 5, c is minus 11, and d is minus 3. So verification, first I take P3, 3 into 3 cube minus 5 into 3 squared minus 11 into 3 minus 3. See here, 3 raised to 4, it is 81. 3 squared 9 into 5 is 45 minus 33 minus 3. This is 81, these 3, 81, 81 minus 81 is 0. Then you find out first, next 0 is minus 1. 3 into minus 1 cube minus 5 into minus 1 squared minus 3. So it is minus 3, the whole cube is minus 1, this is minus 3. Minus 1 squared is plus 1, this is minus 5, minus plus minus 3. Minus 3 minus 8 is minus 5 is minus 8, minus 8 minus 3 is minus 11. So it is also 11 minus 11 is 0. The next is p minus 1 by 3. So 3 into minus 1 by 3 the whole cube minus 5 into minus 1 by 3 the whole square minus 11 into minus 1 by 3 minus 3. Here you know 3 into minus 1 the whole cube by 3 cube. So 1 3 is cancelled, this is 3 square minus 5 into this is square means 1 by 3 minus minus plus 11 by 3 minus 3. So this one is minus 1 cube is minus 1 by 9 minus 5 by 3 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. You know minus 5 plus 11 by 3 minus 5 plus first you 5 1 and 3 squared is 9. So minus 1 by 9 minus 5 by 9 is minus 6 by 9. Now this one is these two 11 minus 9 by 3. This one when you come cancel it, this is minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 plus 11 minus 3 is 2, 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is 0. So here in this case you got, since P3 is 0, 3 is the 0 of the polynomial Px. Then since P minus 1 is 0, minus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial Px. Then next one is, since P minus 1 by 3 is 0, minus 1 by is the 0 of Px. That means 3 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of Px. Now you have to prove that, verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. You have learned that zeros and this one coefficient relation, alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is c by a, alpha beta gamma is minus b by a. That is for the cubic polynomial. So here there are 3 zeros, one I am taking it as alpha, next 0 I am taking it as beta, third 0 I am taking it as gamma. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to 3 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3. That is 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 plus minus 1 by 3. 3 2s are 6 plus minus 1 by 3 is 5 by 3. So here we have taken that value of A, B, C. What are the values of A, B, C? A is equal to 3, B is equal to minus 5, C is equal to minus 11 and D is equal to minus 3. So from this you have to reach here. So this is minus 5 by 3. Minus 5 by 3 is my... So we want plus 5 by 3. So therefore how we can write it as, this is equal to minus of minus 5 by 3. Minus of minus 5 is, this minus you put, minus 5 is B by A. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A. Next one is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So 3 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 plus minus 1 by 3 into 3. This 3 and 3 cancel. Minus 3 plus minus minus plus 1 by 3 minus 1. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So it is minus 4 plus 1 by 3. 3 4s are 12, minus 12 plus 1 by 3. That is minus 11 by 3. Come back here. What is minus 11 by 3? C by A. Now alpha, beta, gamma. 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. This 3 and 3 cancel. It is plus 1. It is plus 1. So plus 1 it is. You see how you are getting this plus 1. 3 by 3 is 1. But it is minus. So you have to write down minus of minus 3 by 3. Minus of minus 3 is minus D. 3 is A. So it is minus D by A. You see minus 3 is plus 3 by 3 is 1. That is equal to minus D by A. So you got alpha, beta, gamma is minus D by A. Alpha, beta plus beta, gamma plus gamma alpha is C by A. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus B by A. That is a relationship between zeros and coefficient of a cubic polynomial.